Hey guys, welcome to another extra video here on the channel. The England squad for Euro 2020 has been announced. I meant to do a video a few days ago for the initial squad of 33, and I didn't have the time to be able to get it out, unfortunately. I'm literally live on stream right now recording this, hence why there are some extra graphics on screen that you're not used to seeing. I apologise for that, but it is what it is. I'm killing two birds with one stone. This is the England squad for the upcoming Euro 2020 tournament. I am fine with the goalkeepers. Would have preferred Nick Pope, obviously, but unfortunately he's injured, isn't he? Just had an operation on his knee, so for the time being we're going to be without him in the England setup. For me, I think you still have to go Jordan Pickford as number one from that list, although I would have had Pope as my starting goalkeeper. Who do you think should be starting in goal for England? It makes sense to take three. I'm not sure if there's a minimum of how many goalkeepers you have to take to a tournament in any given international, but I'm quite happy with Pickford continuing on as number one. Dean Henderson has been a bit indifferent in form, and Sam Johnston is fortunate to be in there in the first place for me. With regards to defenders, the big decision, the main decision that was in the media at least, was Trent Alexander-Arnold's inclusion. For me, Trent has always been on the team sheet, has always been in the squad. There's no arguing against that. Personally, my own opinion. Trent deserves to go to England, to the Euros with England. Trippier can play on the left-hand side as well. He's obviously just won La Liga with Atletico Madrid. Kyle Walker is Kyle Walker and can play at centre-back too if needed. Obviously, Reece James, obviously, as a Chelsea fan, it's great to see him at the tournament. He only really flourished for Chelsea this year in a 5-back under Thomas Tuchel. So when we were 4-back under Frank, didn't suit him. So it would depend on the system played by Gareth Southgate at the Euros as to whether Reece either A, plays, or B, plays well or not. I am surprised to see Connor Cody in there ahead of Ben Godfrey as well. I personally would perhaps have preferred Ben Godfrey and Tyrone Mings. Tyrone Mings shouldn't be there for me. I mean, Tomori didn't even get a look in for the squad of 33, let alone this squad that's actually going, and that is a real shame. Fikayo Tomori was spectacular for AC Milan this year and certainly deserved the call-up. Harry Maguire, certainly absolutely worth the starting spot. John Stones has been in great form as well. Obviously has the occasional mistake in him, but so does anyone. John Stones and Harry Maguire will be a fantastic centre-back pairing for England. If we add a third in, I don't know who we'd go with. I'd rather have Kyle Walker as a third centre-back with Trent or Reece outside on in a right wing-back role. And then obviously Ben Chilwell and Luke Shaw in there as left-backs as well. It's a tough one. Ben Chilwell is decent, but he's not world-class. Luke Shaw is decent and has been in some half-decent form, but is not world-class. And Kieran Trippier can play on the left, and he's decent there, but obviously, by default, is a right-back. Where's Ashley Cole when you need him? That's the question. Unfortunately, retired. A minimal amount of central midfielders taken. Jude Bellingham, great for a young player to get the experience at a Euro tournament, and obviously has been performing well for Borussia Dortmund as well. Did really well when he got the call-up for England in the most recent internationals too. Jordan Henderson, straight in. Calvin Phillips, don't know if I'd play him. Take him, perhaps yes, because if he continues to grow and gets the experience, then fair enough. But I don't know if he works his way into any side for me. Mason Mount and Declan Rice. Well, Mason Mount's been superb. I don't think anybody can argue against that. Declan Rice has been performing well in a side that's been performing well and deserves the call-up. But whether, again, he gets into a starting lineup, I don't know. It depends on formation. And to be fair, you probably go Jordan Henderson, Mason Mount, Phil Foden if you're playing three in midfield and push Foden on a little bit. I'm not sure. With regards to forward roles, Harry Kane picks himself. It's a shame not to see Ollie Watkins in there. Had a very good season with Aston Villa. Stepped up well to Premier League level from the Championship and offers a different option as a striker. Marcus Rashford has the pace and the finishing ability, but Rashford obviously can be used out wide as well as straight up top. Saka's probably only in there because Greenwood's been dropped out. I would have liked to have seen Mason Greenwood go. just as an impact player off the bench, having that level of clinical finishing on either foot is important in a role like that. Great to see Dominic Calvert-Lewin in there. He absolutely deserves to be there too. Quite similar in style to Harry Kane, but still is a good goal scorer and will be so. Raheem Sterling picks himself, Jadon Sancho picks himself, and Phil Foden has been one of, if not the best English player outside of Harry Kane this season. Harry Kane is just Harry Kane, I think, is the takeaway, that Harry Kane will always be Harry Kane and will always be an absolutely clinical, deadly striker. And Jack Grealish has had a great season in the Premier League. I know he has a few critics, but I really like Jack Grealish. If he could stop the diving, then that would be great. But as an impact player and someone that offers the occasional goal and or assist and a little bit of creativity, Grealish is kind of like Phil Foden, but not quite as effective. So Grealish is kind of your Foden replacement should Foden get injured or need to be substituted out for whatever reason. So for me, my starting lineup, I'd play 5 at the back. I'd go Pickford in goal. I'd go Trent Alexander-Arnold right wing back. And then Kyle Walker right centre back. John Stones and Harry Maguire either way around. And then probably Ben Chilwell as a pushing forward left back, left wing back on the other side. In midfield, I'd go Jordan Henderson, Mason Mount, and probably Declan Rice just for that extra little bit of defensive capability. Then maybe either a front 3 of Kane through the middle, Sterling on the left, Sancho on the right, or because you want to get Phil Foden in there as well. Maybe Sterling on the right, Foden floating left side and in behind Harry Kane. That way Jadon Sancho doesn't make the starting 11, but they are the decisions that have to be made by an England manager, and they are the decisions that are going to be very tough to make. It depends on individual form, depends on what he sees in training, depends what happens in the games, injuries, suspensions, etc. But as a default squad, that is a team that could, not should, but could get itself to a semi-final of a European Championships, I believe. Whether it's a squad that could win the Euros, with a bit of luck, who knows? But certainly a squad that should make it to the semi-finals, I think, personally. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of that England squad. What's your starting 11? What's your formation? Who do you think should be in there that isn't? Who do you think shouldn't be in there that is? Let me know in the comment section down below. As ever, this is an extra video and won't affect any of the Youth Academy career mode, so check the channel page for any of that you missed. Follow me on Twitch down below on the link in the description, and subscribe to the second channel for Football Manager and F1 content. But for now, that's all for this particular video. I'm going to go back to streaming some FM with everybody that's watched me record this video live in chat. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like. I'm really keen to see your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as ever, remember, football is a game of opinions. Just because someone disagrees with you doesn't mean they're wrong and doesn't mean you're right. Be respectful to each other in the comment section, please. I know what Twitter is like. Let's not have my comment section turn into Twitter. We're very lucky to have a good community here, a respectful community, and I hope you continue that level of respect for one another. I'll try my best to do the same as well, and hopefully everybody will have a happy, positive Euro 2020 tournament. Up to fucking England.